Hello, this is DD Gaming's Nerski with another DD Gaming commentary. Today's commentary, I got an awesome one actually I'm pretty excited about. We've got EGAxslav versus ROOTCatZ on the map Zelnaga Caverns. As you can see, spawning down here in the bottom left position, we are going to have EGAxslav. If we zip up here to the top right position, we have ROOTCatZ as the yellow Zerg. Most people should know by now about how Zelnaga Taverns works. Zelnaga Taverns? There's a tavern. There's a pub. There's a pub somewhere on the map. Where's the pub? Don't know where the pub is. Find the pub. The pub. No pub. Maybe that's the pub. It's like a mushroom pub. Anyways, on Zelnaga Caverns, 9 pylon going down with 9 scout for Axslav. But for people who don't know the map, there's 2 gold bases kind of towards the center. Typically harder for Zerg to control unless they're being super aggressive than for Protoss return. 2 pretty central Zelnaga towers in the middle here. So other than that, nothing super special about the map. Definitely considered one of the more balanced maps, although some players would consider this a little more Protoss favored than Zerg favored map. Looks like Axslav is actually going to block any attempts to take the quick expand for Catz. Catz is up to 300 minerals, so now it looks like he's going to be forced to just take his pool and gas right away. Catz, meanwhile, patrolling around with his drone, making sure that there's no hidden pylons anywhere near his base. Looks like he's going to go and scout pretty soon here. Wisely just taps the tower to make sure he doesn't see anything there. Always a good thing to do when you're scouting. Just tap the Zelnaga towers if you're going to pass one anyways. Axslav, still just with the spinning drone. Catz over here, getting ready to expand sometime soon. Just going to see that he's not going to easily be able to expand there still. A little bit of a drone slap fight going on over at the front of the base. Axslav putting down his cybernetics core. Getting his zealot out so that he can block that off from any Zergling run-by attempts. Axslav's going to go scout into Catz's base. You will see the pool and the gas up here, so he'll have an idea of what Catz is up to. Looks like he's actually going to go back to Catz's natural and drop a pylon down to try and slow Catz down as long as possible from expanding. Always an annoying thing to have happen. Catz actually did get his pool up and didn't build any lings right away, so he is actually going to take a little bit of an extra long time to get that out of there. Meanwhile, Catz leaving Axslav's base now. This is going to allow Axslav to make a decision as to where he's going to go with this. He is getting 2 gas, so I think it'd be more likely for him to do something like a sentry expand, but you do never know these days, as a lot of Protoss will try and hide full warp gate pushes. He is chrono boosting out the warp gate tech, so it would be an option to do maybe a delayed 4 gate. Is chrono boosting out probes now though, so I wouldn't have necessarily expected. Catz taking kind of a sneaky fast expansion down here to the 3 o'clock position on the map. Does end up killing the pylon off though. So we'll see if he can hold this throughout the game. This won't be the easiest of expansions to hold, as it's got a pretty clear attack path from Axslav's gold base and from his 3rd straight over to Catz's main base. Plus it's a little harder to spread creep over to this base. Right now, Catz taking control of towers, pretty typical early game stuff. Speedlings will give Zerg map control for a while. Might actually get a run by. Nope, actually Axslav's going to block it off with these sentries here. Catz will see the sentries though, so I'm sure Catz is going to probably be thinking to expand. Quickly moves the Zergling to block any expand attempts right away. 3 warp gates now opening up for EGAxslav. So this will be his cue to potentially expand. Is going to go for it. Zergling is actually going to block the probe though, so he is going to have to bring down some forces to get rid of that Zergling. Quickly does. Pylon going down, and now the Nexus for Axslav. Meanwhile, Catz is now re-expanding for a 3rd base to his natural. This might actually help to keep this base secret for a little bit longer. We'll see if Axslav actually doesn't scout it. I'm pretty darn sure he has not done so yet. So we switch over to Axslav as we know. He does see that expand, but he does not see the other expand yet. So still hidden from everybody at this point in time. He is scouting, though, for hidden bases, so he might actually see it with this Zealot here. Not exactly sure where the Zealot's headed off to. Maybe going to try and apply some pressure to that expand. Meanwhile, Catz running around looking for pylons like a crazy person. Doesn't want to get dropped on by a warp gate. Looks like he's sufficiently happy that he doesn't have any pylons by his base. Now he's going to actually head up to the front to check and see what Axslav's doing. He's going to see the expand and the army, so we should know what Axslav's up to now. Axslav going for a relatively fast +1 upgrade. Wouldn't say super fast, pretty standard. In case you guys don't get the standard joke, you should watch Catz more often. He's got an awesome stream. Streams all his games live. So kind of just a lot of lull time here, actually, in the opening stages of this game. We're already 8 minutes 36 seconds into the game, and both players just kind of standing off here, teching up, building up drones. No real aggression coming, which I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't seen any Protoss aggression. Most Protoss like to do a little bit of a push right when they get those 3 gates down as they expand, rather than expanding and then pushing. Although we do look like we're going to get a bit of a push here from Axslav. He's going to catch some roaches that are out of position, don't have roach speed yet. Stalkers will be able to kite those. He does pick off a Zealot at the Zonlaga Tower. Axslav backing up now. Going to drop a pylon. He has found this 3rd expansion. He's going to try and deny Catz this expansion and take it out. Catz's queen getting trapped by a great force field. He's going to take out the queen. Drone's running away now. Axslav once again with an awesome force field does manage to trap at least 2 of those drones. A couple of forces poking in the back now from Catz. Looks like he's going to actually engage this army. He does want to try and save this base. Money force fields by Axslav, though, just trapping a couple units and keeping all the other units out. Still lots of energy left on these sentries. Another line of money force fields there, just blocking off everything. Even blocking the eggs that could have potentially hatched sometime soon. ROOTCatZ is going to save this, though, and he's going to pick off all the sentries. Just some stalkers left now. Roaches do have speed up now. Back at Axslav's base, he is getting immortals, so he will be able to deal with this a little bit better once he does get those out. Catz still pursuing Axslav all the way to his base. He's going to try and poke at what will eventually become an extractor right there. Ling's now running in as well. Looks like Catz wants to put on some pressure right here. Taking out a couple stalkers. Can easily clean up those couple of zealots, but it looks like he is actually going to have to back up. Picks off another zealot while he's retreating. Picks off the 3rd zealot while retreating. Good micro by Catz there. Looks like these two are going to stand off of each other for now. Some more immortals coming for EGAxslav. Meanwhile, Catz gathering up his forces together. Looks like he's going to take down the rocks to prepare for a 3rd base to the gold. Has not removed the rocks to take the natural 3rd yet. Hydralisk now going down. He is going to need those if he's going to deal with Axslav's immortals. A little bit of a misrally on the drones there. It looks like the hatchery's not rallied to any particular drone. Looks like he's going to fix that, though. Pretty short order. Back to kind of the Mexican standoff here now. Do have EGAxslav using that observer well. And check out and see what's going on at Catz's bases. Get an idea of what Catz's composition is going to be. Catz now rather aggressively taking the gold base instead of the blue base over here. Axslav as well expanding to his 3rd base. Looks like he's going to just try and turtle up a little bit and get a really good strong 3-base push timing. I'd assume we'd see a robotic support base sometime soon if it's not up already. Checking around his base. No, I do not see one yet. Does have 4 warp gates in his base. Building another 2 gates, so he'll go up to 6 gates now off 3 bases along with the robo. Not boosting out any other upgrades right now, just staying on +1 attack. Resource count wise, it's 134 for ROOTCatZ to the 118 of Axslav. Income wise, somewhat balanced. Catz actually a little behind in drones at 53 to the 65 of Axslav. Actually, a little surprised that he's behind a little bit in drone count, although he might be trying to toy around with that July Zerg style play where you get ultra aggressive on less drones, which is it actually looks like he is going to be doing here. He's running into the natural of EGAxslav, doing a lot of damage. Axslav's army was actually out of position. It looked like he was going to actually try and push Katz's expansion over to the 3 o'clock position. Tons of damage being done here. The army is on top of it now. Catz is going to back up, does get the base, and then he's just going to run away, taking very little damage here resource counter-wise. We do see Catz still in the lead at 147 to the 126 of Axslav, and Axslav's not going to have to try and re-expand to his natural. That is going to slow him down immensely at this point.